All right, to delve a little bit more into the Obama campaign strategy with this commercial and its format, let's turn now to Newsweek magazine's senior White House correspondent, MSNBC political analyst, of course, Richard Wolffe. Good evening, Richard.
Good evening, Keith.
Practical politics. There were about 8 or 9 identifiable speakers in this thing. I noted Governor Strickland of Ohio, Governor Sebelius of Kansas, Governor Richardson of New Mexico, Senator McCaskill of Missouri, and by the way, General John Adams spoke in this. Are those regions that were represented there any kind of coincidence, or was that intentional?
Nothing about that half hour was coincidental. And look at where the families were from. Look at the references to Ohio, New Mexico, Colorado. This is where this election is getting fought. And the connection here is not just with the voters in those areas, but as you also mentioned with Chris, to tie in Obama's story with the regular voters. This is a signature Obama strategy to say, my story is the American story, and our narratives are weaved together in the way we are going to talk about our problems. So geography, personal touch, this is a classic Obama touch.
Everybody will find something that they didn't like in almost anything. I had an old school teacher in college who said when somebody addresses people as a group, as in, hello, everyone, or good morning, Ithaca, New York, rather than saying hello or good morning, just a one-on-one conversation, that it made him turn around and see who had come in the room with him. My complaint with this would have been this thing that he has of addressing America. So listen to me, America. Listen to me, Florida. That's my pet peeve on this. Was there something missing from this, or something that struck a bad tone in your assessment?
Well, it's an infomercial. I mean, it's a piece of propaganda. So, you know, it's too polished and too nice. I mean, the people behind this, the ad makers Jim Margolis and Mark Putnam, are known for their attention to detail. Now, for them, hearing someone say it's too perfect will probably make them roll their eyes and guffaw. But it is an infomercial, and real life, when you go to the live rally in Florida, which I just left, you know, he wasn't quite looking at the camera in the right way. That is a sign of reality. So if there is a point of criticism, it's that it's too polished, well lit, better looking than he's ever been, than he really is. I mean, this is a sales pitch, but a very effective one, I think. All
right, so $4 to $5 million brought the campaign 30 minutes on 7 networks, but at least 24 hours of buzz in the final week of the campaign. So which was more value, the actual broadcast on the 7 networks, or just the talk about it?
Well, the Obama campaign wanted to plant this event in this period post-debate and say, this is going to be the focus. We're not just going to let this one go news cycle to news cycle. But I actually think in the end what's most important here is what we saw in the debates. Does this guy look like he's a president? Not just does he have the plans, the pocketbook stuff that he enumerated, but could you picture him in the Oval Office? That was the only real test of this ad.
So Senator McCain, after something like this, is left to do what? Shake his fist at the sky and grumble, or what does he do?
Well, what he's shaking his fist at is the tremendous fundraising machine that Obama has. He's trying to suggest there's something nefarious there. It's being manipulated by anonymous people. Unfortunately, they both have their problems with small donors. Clearly, people are going to have to look at the whole public finance system at the end of it. But that's small scale compared to the big arguments Obama's making, really, as he did in this infomercial and as he's been making in this closing phase.
And moving ahead from this, the big event now in Florida with Bill Clinton present. Fingers crossed in the Obama campaign, or they know exactly what they're going to get?
Well, of course, the question is whether they make it on time for the evening newscasts. You never know with President Clinton. What they're saying is that these two men have bonded somewhat in recent times, talking about the politics, talking about the economic crisis. We're going to be watching their body language very closely. Is there really any bond here? Is there any warmth there? Or are the resentments of the primary still alive?
Richard Wolffe of MSNBC and Newsweek in the wake of the infomercial from the Obama campaign. Great thanks, Richard, as always.
Thank you, Keith.